So again, just like at Embridge, the blacks are very happy with themselves. Will to power, my friends. Will to power. They're enjoying the victory. They've grabbed these whites and been able to carry out their dreams. They've wanted to have their way, to punish these whites, and now they got to saw them in half on a sawmill that is used for sawing trees. Gradually their frenzy abated, and slowly they filtered back into the forest. But the truckers remained atop their stack for several hours, hearing only the buzzing of the saw, as if it were a gigantic fly among the swarms that hovered over the shredded bodies. Finally, they forced themselves to climb down and walk into the village. It was empty. All of the whites had been murdered. The truckers did not return to the saw to investigate the remains. They climbed into their truck and hurried through the mud back to the nearest large town, Carmona, which we discussed last time. So just to stop and summarize again, here is yet another small place, and it only takes 200 or 300 blacks to come and kill everybody. At Embridge, a few hundred blacks killed everybody. But when they get to Carmona, where 5,000 whites are, and remember it's men, women and children, so we're really looking at 2,000 to 2,500 white males. When 30,000 blacks come to meet 2,500 white males in Carmona, it's a totally different story. But the point here is that even if you are far away, even if you are remote, if you can be overwhelmed, then you get wiped out. And it doesn't take many to wipe you out. But when you begin to defend yourself, like the butcher at Quetex, who was shooting the blacks who were massacring the whites there, even the butcher and his daughter managed to drive the blacks off eventually, even though they'd killed most everybody. But in Carmona, where there was more defense, there it was a whole different story. So if you've got a defensive position and you are able to arm yourself and fight from a defensive position, you're okay. But if they just come at you and you've got no warning and they just swarm all over you, you're dead. Whether you're on a farm or even a tiny village, you're gone.